What's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. When we hit 10,000 subscribers on my Twitter, I asked you guys to ask any questions you guys are curious about, anything you wanted to ask me or whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the time to answer some of the questions that I got. So the first question comes from JasonX2000. He asks, how long does it take to edit your videos, mate? And is it frustrating trying to figure out what you're going to upload next? Like, is it hard trying to figure out what your next upload will be? So in terms of editing my videos doesn't take too much time. What really takes the chunk of the time is both rendering and actually finding the suitable videos. So I like to make sure I choose matches that I find are exciting to watch. Like whenever I make a new team, there are times where I'll face teams where it'll be very easy to win, but I find gameplays where you kind of just do a full sweep aren't exactly exciting unless there's a premise behind what makes it exciting, you know what I mean? I would much prefer sharing matches that are close because it's more thrilling to watch. You don't know what's going to happen. If you just see me, just winning right off the bat, maybe it's not so exciting. In terms of frustrating to figure out what I'm going to upload next, it's not really. I always think in advance, if that makes sense. There's always like, I guess I'm just creative. There's a lot of teams that go on in my head, little things to talk about, and you guys provide a lot of cool teams as well that I like to show off. So there's so many characters. I mean, bi-weekly we always get new characters. There are so many combinations you can make with the current teams that are out there now, current units rather. So there's an infinite well of content, and because they keep introducing new characters, there's I don't know, a limitless amount of content that could be made. For the second question, Mohit Sai Vasan asks, where do you find this passion to do videos even though YouTube isn't monetizing your content? Actually, I just enjoy making videos. I think it's really cool. Even when I first started, just seeing that you have people watch your content is really cool. And a lot of people, I read on Twitter sometimes, like because I follow Team YouTube, I'm able to see what they reply to. And oftentimes you find people complaining about them not having an audience and stuff like that. And I think part of the problem is people always try to compare themselves to like the very big successful channels. They don't take the time to appreciate the tiny audience that they have as they begin. When I first started, I remember maybe getting like 10 or 15 views, and even to me I thought that was really cool, because if you really think about it, someone somewhere at some point was sitting on their computer or on their phone and they thought to themselves, your video was worth watching. You're a guy with no subscribers, no recognition, and even with that, they took the time out of their day to watch your video. And to me, that's really cool. I really like that. And even today, I still see it that way. As I continue to grow, my audience continues to grow. For me, it constantly boggles my mind. I remember when I hit 30 subscribers, I was just blown away. That's like a high school classroom, all watching your stuff. When I hit 100 subscribers, the first thing that went through my head is like, that's like, 3 or 4 high school classrooms. When I hit 500, that's like an entire high school. When I hit 1,000, I was like, holy crap, 2 high schools. Just as it kept growing, it blew me away. Like, we just recently hit 10,000. That's like half a university or college population. That's crazy to me. So, to answer the question, my motivation or passion to do it is just because I enjoy it, because I know I have an audience out there that likes to watch what I provide. And for me, it's just fun. Something fun to do on the side. Like, the monetization is not a primary reason why I even do it. I do it for fun. At this point, I do it for fun, really. The monetization would be helpful. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't be helped by having a little bit more coiny boys, really? For me, it would just be helpful to assist with, not only giving back to you guys that continue to support me and to watch my content, but to also tackle some student loans and do giveaways and stuff like that. So I guess the answer to the question is because I enjoy it. That's really the reason why. Third question comes from Paulino, who asks, favorite Dragon Ball character? So for me, it's a hard choice between Broly or Bardock. I just think they're both really badass. They're really cool characters. And I mean, who wouldn't like them? For me, I'm such a like little kid at heart. I really like characters that are just like, you know, just bravado, awesome badassery. I mean, who doesn't think Bardock is badass? Who doesn't think this infinite potential powerhouse beast Broly is badass? I mean, I don't know. Between those two, definitely. Originally, I would have just said Bardock because the OG Broly, in terms of like character development, I thought his story was a little odd. I mean, he kind of held this grudge against Goku because he cried. But the new Broly for sure makes it difficult because I like his story. I definitely like his character development much more. This is definitely a better version of Broly to me, so it's a hard choice between Broly and Bardock. Chris17 asks, what is your motivation to doing YouTube? So I had my original purpose. There's another question that I got asked that will sort of tie into this one, but at this point I do it just for fun. I like engaging with you guys. You guys leave a lot of thoughtful comments, interesting discussions. It's nice to hear when I get comments that say, oh, you know, I tried out your team and I'm winning more, or oh, I didn't know about that, thank you for sharing, or you know, people talking about how they're improving in the game because I showed something new or mentioned something new or helped them make a team or something like that. So at this point, my motivation is really just to, you know, continue pleasing the audience that I have, continue to grow, I suppose, and just having like this really awesome community that I have, like especially in my Discord, which is in the description box below. I don't know, for me, it's just for fun at this point. It's really enjoyable. I enjoy taking the time to make the videos, share it with you guys, hear what you have to say. You guys enjoying it as well. Some people have also said that, you know, they have a rough day and they enjoy just coming across my videos or, you know, looking forward to seeing my videos because it makes the difference. I do have a goofy sense of humor that some people either find unique or it aligns exactly with them. So that's always nice. That's why I always try to push the second channel as well, because the second channel gives me more time to share more of my goofy humor because you know, in Legends the matches last like 2 minutes tops, but when I can do gameplay videos I can kind of just keep talking and show more of my personality and whatnot. So I'm like completely off track here already, but motivation, I do it for fun. Cam asks, do you like Pokemon? If you do, what's your favorite Pokemon game? Yes, I do like Pokemon. Who doesn't like Pokemon, honestly? I think a better question is, who in this world does not like Pokemon? What's there not to like? I do like Pokemon quite a bit. And my favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon Yellow. This is a super old Pokemon game. And the reason why I liked it is because you could just walk around and you have Pikachu behind you, your partner, that you could interact with as well. There's unique interactions when he was poisoned and, you know, when he was sleepy, when his status effects are different. I just thought it was such an awesome game. It also combined the awesomeness of Pokemon Red and Blue together. So that's my favorite game for sure. First Pokemon game and favorite Pokemon game. Next question comes from Husky Shadow, who asks, why did you decide to base your primary YouTube channel around Legends and not something like Dokkan? So this all ties back to another question that will answer this one, but you know, going forward from here, Dokkan is less, I don't know, what's the proper way to phrase it, like interactive, I suppose. It's less dynamic. Dokkan content creators, when you watch the gameplay, what really makes the videos entertaining is the personality of the content creator, because Dokkan's gameplay, without trying to sound like I'm insulting Dokkan, is very simplistic. I mean, you're simply popping little bubbles, you see really cool special attacks, and I mean, at this point in the game, a lot of the content creators are like in the super late stage of the game and all their teams just dominate everything and maybe not be the most entertaining thing to watch, but the personality of the content creator is what really thrives and makes the videos enjoyable to watch. Like, you know, you watch Rhyme Style, Nanogenics, or The Truth, especially The Truth. His personality is almost infectious, and he's the reason why Dokkan videos are entertaining to watch. I mean, if there's anyone that I like to watch when it comes to Dokkan videos, it's definitely the truth. So to answer the question, it's mainly because I did Legends primarily for something else, and I think you need a very energetic personality for Dokkan content, and I'm not too sure if that's if that's where I go. It's more of like staying my lane kind of thing. Senkai Z asks, where did the name Raiyuden come from? Hope that's not too personal. It's not personal, and I kind of just made it up. I'm not even kidding. I made this name up way long ago. Way long ago. If you guys remember a game called like Maple Story years ago, way long back, I made the name up around that time when Maple Story first came out, and I keep in mind this is before I even knew about Mortal Kombat. I'm not kidding, but or Street Fighter. People tend to think it's either derived from Ryu or like Raiden, or like the mix of the two, and that's not it at all. I'm not kidding when I say I made it up. It was only until after I figured out, or found out rather, that there are other names that are close to it. The one issue with that though is the name is so close to Raiden that anything with the search thinks you're talking about Raiden and not my name. So if you go to YouTube and you try to search up my name, I will never be suggested, ever. I'll actually never be suggested by YouTube because the name is so close to Raiden, and let's be real here, Raiden will always be more popular than me, so my name will never ever be suggested alongside him. If you search up now, you'll either find my second channel, Ryu Games, or an incorrect spelling of my name, because my name goes Raiyuden, and in the suggested search it shows up as Raiyudan. So to answer the question, I made it up way long ago. Real MC Guy asks, have you ever thought of editing funny memes in your videos at some point? I actually used to do this. Every now and then in my old videos, I used to put funny memes every now and then in the videos, because I figured maybe that would provide some entertainment, because at the time I wasn't even talking. I never did any sort of commentary because I was too worried. I didn't think people would enjoy hearing my voice. So I did the funny memes instead to add to the entertainment. But I have done this. I have thought of it and I have done it. I don't know if you can find them now though, because you know, with the whole YouTube monetization thing, I removed a lot of the old videos that didn't adhere to their policies or whatever. So I don't know if they're still there, but I definitely thought of this and I definitely have done this before. I was actually looking forward to answering this question, but eBoy Genesis asks, what was originally the reason you started pursuing YouTube? So originally, way back when I started doing YouTube, I'm considering when I took it seriously. When I first started doing YouTube, I used to play like random games and I just put it online because I thought it was funny or whatever. But it was only until January of this year where I started doing the whole Legends thing, and the reason why was because I would record my matches to watch them to see where I was going wrong. And the reason behind that was I faced against Rhymestyle in one of his videos, and I did not know I was facing Rhymestyle, and I was bad. I got destroyed. But really, what really fueled the fire for actually getting this whole thing going was he was talking so much crap in that video too that it just pissed me off to the point where I just vowed to get better so that I could face him again at some point and then just smoke him.
That was definitely an interesting match. Okay, so we got quite a random team here. We got some actually his, yeah, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing, dog? Doesn't have he has the, are you leaving? Oh, here we go. Here we go. You know what we're gonna do? I'm taking your balls. I'm taking your balls. You're like giving me this victory. Oh, I messed up the sidestep there. He's like literally giving me this victory right now. What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man? What are you doing, man?
And this, you know, following up with this question, some people ask me, why do I hate Regen? Well, the team Rhymestyle used in that video was Regen version 1.0. This was at the time when Regen was first starting to get its tags. This is like this is the equivalent of when like Super Saiyan God Goku came out. The God Key tag was there, but in its infancy. Well, this is the equivalent for Regen. Regen was coming out, but it was in its infancy. So it was just like the Kami Piccolo from when he fought Android 17. There was the Green Piccolo that was old at the time. And there was a new Demon King Piccolo that came out along, Hercule in a step-up banner. That was the team that he used, and I just hated everything about that match. The team that he used, the smack talk that he was having, all because of that. So I vowed to get better in the hopes that I'd face him again in PvP. And, I mean, I haven't faced him yet again. At least I don't know if I have. YouTubers always change their names, but yeah, I uploaded them to get better. And then the purpose behind it began to shift as I noticed people were watching them. When I first put it up there, I would get 7 or 8 views, and in my head I was just thinking, that's probably just me watching it 7 or 8 times, right? I'd always go back to it. I'd have to look at it to see what I'm doing. But as I uploaded more and more, it eventually became, 15, 20, 30, and I was thinking, I'm not watching my own videos 20 or 30 times. I'm pretty sure after like 10 times, I'm about done seeing what I'm doing wrong. That's when I began to realize that I was building an audience. I'd get a comment, get 1 comment, get 2, get 3, and it began to grow. And I was like, holy crap, there are people that actually enjoy watching these things as well. And then it just became fun. The whole dynamic behind it began to switch from wanting to improve myself to beat Rhymestyle to, wanting to make videos because I found it enjoyable and that my audience was enjoying it as well. So that was the original reason, just to whoop Rhymestyle. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm gonna make it happen. As we continue to grow, I'm sure I'll eventually have the, not status, but it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like an anime when the protagonist is a nobody and the main antagonist is some big shot, and it's like, oh, look at you, you're nobody. Climb the ranks before I even consider facing you, kind of thing. It's the equivalent here. I'm hoping that at some point, if I talk to Rhymestyle, he'd be willing to do a rematch, because I have to get back at him. I have to. And then the final question comes from Dorian Zimmerman, who asks, if Legends keeps on spiraling downwards like it is now, what direction will that force the main channel to take? Or will you push through the pain and continue? For me, I'm just going to continue pushing through the pain, continuing. I mean, I love Dragon Ball. I like the game. Like, as much as you hear me sometimes find faults in the game and give suggestions for like improvement and stuff, or I guess you can call it complaining, still actually really enjoy the game. I really like it. The game really has the potential to be the best gacha game or best mobile game out there right now. It really does have that potential. It is really fun. I do enjoy it quite a bit, even though it has its own faults. So I would keep powering through it, really. I still just enjoy making content for it. I still like sharing teams and ideas and fights and stuff like that. So I would keep powering through it. I mean, the whole premise of the second channel is so I could do other things. Like, without a doubt, we all have moments where we're kind of like, oh god, I really don't want to play Legends. And I have those moments too. I absolutely do. So that's why I made the second channel, so I can play different things and give you guys something different in case you guys wanted to see it. It really means a lot to me to hear a lot of you guys enjoying it, because it means you guys aren't just sticking around for like that Dragon Ball stuff. You guys are sticking around for me, my personality and stuff like that, and that's pretty cool. It means a lot. So to answer the question, I would keep powering through it, because I already have something ready to move away from it, sort of say. I already have something that's different, so I don't have to, it's not like the main channel has to make a shift. Alrighty, so that's all the questions that I had. Well, questions that weren't personal or silly, rather. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something new about me. Next time, I'll be doing another Q&A for when we hit another subscriber milestone, who knows what. But till next time, peace.